At the Academies of Jonesboro High School, we are building up one project at a time or one brick at a time. We are building on the cornerstones of project sophistication, innovation, student growth, engagement, communication, and collaboration. Come join us as we take a tour of all the projects we are working on.
According to Statista.com, personal debt has grown significantly since 2008. Students today do not have a vast knowledge about how to budget their money. Our client in this project was MacArthur Junior High School economics classes. The economics teacher and students at the school were glad to get our help. We developed a game to teach budgeting skills in a fun way. We collaborated with various students, teachers, and gained great information from the Federal Reserve resources. We also were able to gain funding from the Economics Arkansas through Donors Choose for this project. We also used materials from Economics Arkansas as a resource. We grew our skills as we developed the game cards and rules. Students learned how to use spreadsheets to keep track of the money and careers. We also learned how to use Canva in order to make our game cards. We collaborated with each other using Google Docs and Canva. Creating a Budget Busters game was more complicated than we thought it would be. When we beta tested the game, it took several tries to get it just right. We delivered the game along with economic themed books to help the Jonesboro Junior High students gain knowledge about creating a budget. We solved the educational problem for the teacher and the students and made learning how to budget fun.
Students at the Academies at Jonesboro High School and Camp Junior High School, like students in all schools right now, are suffering with social and emotional issues. Our school sends out a student survey every day monitoring the mental, social, and physical health. These surveys show a significant need for student support in these areas. This special project gave high school students the opportunity to improve their social and emotional health by giving them positive statements. We collaborated with Eclipse Window Tinting, Northeast Arkansas Technical Center, JHS East students, counselors, and Donors Choose. We saw student growth as we learned to use and program the Raspberry Pi. We created a mirror with reflected mirror tint, a computer monitor, and a Raspberry Pi. Students also learned to create Google spreadsheets and docs to keep up with the motivational statements. We made different statements, so each student will have a new statement every day. This project will help students improve their mental health and support a positive mindset.
Our client in the bone project was Dr. Swim, a local orthopedic surgeon. He didn't have a model of hip joint, and femur to show his patients during consultations. We worked with Dr. Swim and discussed how we could create a model to help his patients. We collaborated with multiple JHS East students, Northeast Arkansas Technical Center, and we reached out to Valley View East also for ideas. In our East class, we developed a model of a hip joint on Tinkercad. We gained new knowledge and skill by using Tinkercad and Quora. It took several modifications in prints to achieve the one that Dr. Swim was satisfied with for his office. Then we sent the model to Quora so we could prepare it to 3D print the final model. We delivered the hip and femur model to Dr. Swim, and he was very pleased with his new tool to use with his patients.
Did you know that having severe frostbite can cause you to lose parts of your ears and your nose? Well, that's crazy to think. Many homeless are suffering through this in our communities every winter. My name is Ileana Mancia, and I am a student at the Academies of Jonesboro High School, and we believe that everyone in our community deserves to be warm and clean. With a simple phone call to Jonesboro Salvation Army, I figured out that the homeless were in need of warm winter items and hygiene products. Once I found this out, I got straight to business and knew exactly how I was going to help. We took it old school. That's right. Here at JHS, we got young students engaged in knitting and crocheting, an important life skill that most kids nowadays are oblivious to. With the help of JPS Foundation and Donors Choose, our donations were over $1,000. We got most of the supplies we needed, such as yarn, needles, looms, soap, deodorant, and much more. We wanted to make sure that each student got their own personal supplies, so we designed and 3D printed looms and extra needles. We also got donations from community partners such as Walnut Street Baptist Church, Arkansas Dental Clinic of Jonesboro, and Miss Faith Reeves, the teacher that taught us everything we know about knitting and crocheting. We created items that would keep people in need warm during cold seasons. The price of putting homeless people in buildings and shelters is very expensive, but items such as scarves, hats, and hygiene products are affordable and go a long way. It is important that we come together not only as a community, but as a state and help solve this problem step by step.
In the NASA Hunch project, our clients were NASA and ACTE. ACTE stands for Association for Career and Technical Education. They wanted us to come up with a video to represent how space exploration, career, and technical education can affect climate change. In this project, we collaborated with the NASA staff members such as Florence Gold, the Northeast Arkansas Technical Center, and JHS East alumna Annika Aspo. We advanced in this project by using Filmora to create the video and using GarageBand to create the music for the background. By creating a video which educates students about the issue of climate change, it gives NASA and ACTE a video to use to promote the topic on their social media.
The Arkansas Children's Hospital needed a new way to help their patients with brain and spinal cord injuries. They wanted to create a VR gaming system to help patients with their physical therapy. In order to help our client, Arkansas Children's Hospital, we collaborated with the Northeast Arkansas Technical Center, Mr. Simpson, a computer code consultant, a Little Rock physical therapist, and St. Bernard's hospital therapist. During the project, we are gaining skills in Unity, Adobe Photoshop, and Adobe Animate. Our solution for this ongoing project is to create a VR game using Oculus Quest 2. So far, we have the basis for 3 games. This is a project that will take time to complete and will definitely help us grow.
As you can see, our East program at the Academies at Jonesboro High School have been very busy this year. We are living the 2022 conference theme, building up to bigger and better things. JHS is building a stronger program, project by project, brick by brick. We continue to grow, collaborate, and reach out to others to try to solve problems, one brick at a time or one client at a time.